This will be my performance and tutorial video and review video for the 4-ace card trick that we learned today. So what I'm going to ask you to do is to think of any number between 1 and 10 and deal that many cards down onto the table. Let's say you're thinking of 15, alright? Then we'll do that many cards down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now add the two digits of your number together. So say it was 18, then you'd add 1 plus 8, which equals to 9. And then deal that many cards down on the table. So our number was 15, so we'll deal down 6 cards onto the table because 1 plus 5 equals 6, and then flip over the last card. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there's the 6th card, and there's the first ace right there. Next, what we're going to do is we can just spell out the ace of hearts, and then the ace of hearts will just be there. So let's just try spelling out ace of hearts. ACEOFHEARTS, and then there's the ace of hearts. That's 2 aces down. Now we got 2 to go. Alright, now we're going to try spelling out ace of spades. ACEOFSPADES. There's the ace of spades. So, what's the last ace that we still have to get? Clubs? That's right, clubs. So we'll just spell out clubs. CLUBS. And there are the 4 aces. Alright guys, I know that Michael's probably a little bit better at teaching this trick, but once again he wasn't able to stay to make the videos again today, so I guess I'll just have to make it so you guys don't have to wait for the video. But he would probably make a better video than me, but I'll just try to do my best to explain it well. So to start the trick, you need to get the deck. You need to get the cards all set up. So you just count out 4 random cards. Well, actually, first, before you do that, take out all 4 aces out of the deck. Then what you're going to do is count 4 random cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4. These don't matter at all. Then place the first ace in, which will be the ace of spades. So remember that it'll be the ace of spades first. And then you do 2 random cards. So that's a 1, 2, and then the ace of hearts. Because the aces need to go red, black, red, black, red. So place the ace of hearts in afterwards. So the ace of spades, then the ace of hearts. So it's black, red, and then the next ace, since it needs to be black, would be the ace of clubs, and then you would place the ace of diamonds on top. So it's in the 10th position. And then take the rest of these cards and place it on the top of the deck, and the top would be where the colors of the cards are. So if you had a blue deck, it would be where the blue cards are face down, like this. So you place those on top like this, just like that. And then to start the trick, this part is self-working. So you just ask whoever you're doing the trick to think of a number between 10 and 20, and then deal that many cards down onto the table. So let's say they thought of 12, so they would deal them 12 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then you can set the deck over here. And then you say, okay, so from that pile, now I want you to add the 2 numbers of add the 2 digits in your number together. So say your number was 15, then you'd add 1 plus 5 to get 6. And then deal that many cards down onto the table. So we did 12, so they would add 1 plus 2 to get 3. And then you deal down 3 cards onto the table. So 1, 2, 3, and then tell them to flip over the last card. And then they flip it over, and then there's the first ace. And then these cards that are over here that are left over, you can just get rid of. You don't need them. You can set them back on top of the deck. Those are just random cards. So now what you do is you say, okay, now we're going to spell out the ace of hearts. So you spell out the ace. So you spell out ace of hearts, and for every letter you move one card to the bottom of this pile. So you go A, C, E, O, F, H, E, A, R, T, and then flip over on the S, and then there's the ace of hearts. So we have the two aces. And then next what you say is spell out ace of spades, and then you ask them to do the same thing. And it's best to let them do this because it makes it more amazing. You just let them, spell out ace of spades now. And you tell them to do the same thing. Move one card to the bottom of that pile for every letter. So ace of spades, you would go A, C, E, O, F, S, P, A, D, E, and then there's ace of spades on the S. So then you say, okay, now you got then you ask them, what's the last ace? And then they'll say clubs, and then you say, that's right. And it's like, spell out clubs. You can either spell out clubs, you can say, what's the last ace? And then it's like clubs, and you could say, you're right. That's the way Michael did it to me. And then you could spell it right, which is R-I-G-H-T. Or you could choose someone who has a 5-letter name, and then you could spell out their name. It's like, did you know that your name is magical? So if you spell out your name, moving one card to the bottom for every letter, then the ace of clubs will show up. Or you can just say, what's the last ace? And if they say clubs, then it's like, that's right, just spell out clubs. So any 5-letter word will work. You can use magic, clubs, right, a name that has 5 letters in it, and anything that has 5 letters. So let's just say they say clubs. Then you say, okay, just spell that out. So C, L, U, B, and then S, and there's the ace of clubs. And then you can say, well, you found all 4 aces, and that's the trick. It's a really cool trick, and it's not too difficult to do. So if you practice it, you will be able to master it, all of you. So make sure that you practice for the magic show. And I'll see you guys tomorrow at camp. And see you guys next time.